Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today on behalf of good people of York South Western to speak the climate emergency we are facing in Ontario and beyond. When I first ran for office in my riding of York South Western, I, like many of you, spent a lot of time knocking on doors, getting to know my constituents and what they care about most. Time and time again, my constituents told me that they are concerned for the future, theirs, for those of their children and of their grandchildren. They told me that we can no longer continue to kick the can down the road when it comes to climate change. It is here now, and if we do not act, it will be too late. With the flooding that we have seen in our neighbourhoods across the city and the province in recent years and months, it has become extremely difficult to ignore the reality of the climate emergency we are facing today. Severe incidents such as floods, tornadoes and forest fires are only going to grow in frequency and intensity if we continue the status quo. In 2013 alone, Madam Speaker, the floods in Toronto caused damage of upwards of $940 million. In 2018 again, flash floods cost an estimated $80 million in Toronto alone. All the way, the Fort Conservatives are now only making things worse by cutting fundings to programs which could help mitigate the effects of climate change faced by millions of people and families across this province. From 50% cuts to flood management programs to eliminating $350 million from environment to conservation fundings to collapsing the Office of the Environmental Commissioner of Ontario. Furthermore, when the young people of this province stand up for the environment and for the future, this government casts them aside. Well, I have a message for the youth of this province, and it is this. Ontario's New Democrat, the official opposition, has heard you loud and clear. We will stand with you and fight for our environment. The threat climate change poses to our environment, economies and people is real, and we can no longer afford to continue kicking this can down the road. We need to act. Declare climate emergency now. Thank you, Madam Speaker.